And we are live. Comment monitor should load in a second here. There we go. There, now we can see comments if anybody tunes in. But, oh, this? Yeah, okay. I thought you meant the tank, but no. So, this is just a quick little explanation of the Lego tank. Made out of all, like, actual Legos, unless there's a piece on here that I don't know about that's not Lego. Or I missed one from my off Legos. I don't know. From sometime in the future. Most of this info is actually what I thought of when I was a kid. Some of it's a little bit updated as I, thought about it more and figured out holes in my logic. And there have been some changes to the original design, not huge, but they're actually good changes. I've decided to cover everything up on top that would be exposed. So there's a lot of vents under there. Those I want to replace with actual tiles, the flat pieces. But let's get started up with the front section of the tank. First of all, this is a hovering tank, so it'll be off the ground a little ways. Kind of like that. That's like an inch off the ground. Don't turn it that way because that's the wrong way. And just leave it straight where it is, okay?
It's off this
I can see that. Okay, just leave it where it is.
All right.
So yeah, it'll be hovering about an inch off the ground. I have put all those pieces on the bottom. I need more, and I want them all to be black. Except I might leave the hamburger bun just for lols. Just because, yeah. Might leave that on there, I don't know. But that just kind of make it smooth so that it slides around and... Hey, one watching, so it slides around and... I don't know. Almost hovers, but not really. I mean, you can't make Legos hover. So... speeds. It would... I don't know. I didn't think of this as a kid, but now that I'm thinking about it, I know that modern tanks, unless this has changed, they go 40 miles an hour. Maybe sometimes a little bit more, but they go 40, not very fast. So I'd say this one goes more like 70. Still not super fast.
70 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
That's freeway speed.
Yeah, but definitely faster than modern tanks, and part of that's because it hovers. Don't ask me how, but it does. I mean, also don't ask me how the tanks from Star Wars hover. I could Google that one probably, but I don't know. So we have a ladder section up here. Ladder section allows you access to the main, I don't know, cockpit. Although it's not a plane, so I don't know what you would call that on a tank. The driver's area, we'll say. Cabin, yeah, I think cabin works too. You've got a control panel there. There are 3 control panels on the whole thing. Like, they're all completely separate. This control panel is basically just a keypad for allowing you access inside of here. And then inside of there, we've got a bunch of different controls for our driver, who is suited up. He's wearing black tanks, scuba tanks.
Why scuba tanks on a tank?
Or air tanks, I should say.
Oh, okay. Oxygen tank.
Yeah, oxygen tanks. Who knows? Chemical warfare.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe he's not on Earth anymore. Also, definitely not, this is definitely not something that the U.S. has. I don't know who has it, but it's not the U.S. And whoever has it definitely isn't an enemy to the U.S., but they're definitely not allies with the U.S. either. And...
Wait, they are an enemy, or they're not?
They're not.
Are they, but they're not sure if they're an ally.
They're definitely not an ally. There's no uncertainty here. They're not an ally, but they're not an enemy.
Okay.
But, I mean, they could be. They could be an ally, which would actually be very, 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 very smart for the U.S. to have an ally with these tanks.
Okay.
Because, I mean, these put normal tanks to shame in everywhere. We talked about speed. So, yeah, there's just a bunch of controls in there that our guy can use. I'm probably going to see if I can raise anything up a bit. You know, like if I move that control panel in there up, eliminate this piece. But I want to raise it up a bit so he's looking more out of the window there, which is super strong, really sturdy. Obviously not as sturdy as the rest of the tank, but it's definitely strong and sturdy, even sturdier than bulletproof glass. And I actually also don't think in real life that they make curved bulletproof glass. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm only used to the solid square or rectangular pieces of it. But there's that. There we've got two antennas here. These antennas are for any sort of communication. On the front, we've got two small laser guns, always facing forwards. So, I don't know, you'd use these just like you would if you were flying an X-Wing or a TIE Fighter, maybe. You just gotta chase down your target almost like dogfight, but you're not flying through the air, so not really a dogfight.
Just to clear your pathway.
Yeah, pretty much. And here we get to a thing here. This side here is not symmetrical. That's something I would like to update in the future, which I probably could update. And I will look into that. I think I have another corner piece for that, but it'll be a little while. Legos are getting definitely put on hold for when I actually get some other projects done. Maybe I'll go back to them. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, the guy has a yellow hand and a black hand. I want him to have both black hands. And I did actually find a black hand amongst all the Legos I was sifting through, but I don't think that's an actual Lego hand because it doesn't fit.
Oh.
And I forgot to try it with my knockoff Legos. So I don't know, but I'm doubtful it would fit there either. But it didn't fit here, and I thought, what if I get some nail varnish and put it on? Because sometimes people use that as something to make a piece a little bit thicker, and then they fit it in. I might do that, but I think I'll get a regular Lego black hand first. Especially if I go back and look for more pieces for my other design, or any design in general. I've got a lot of Legos, but I want to take a break, so I'm not spending money on Legos for a little while and putting it towards other stuff. So then we got this top section up here. This is the main turret section. It swivels around, full 360. Got its nice spinning piece here. This can have tilt, goes almost all the way up. I might modify that somehow and move it forward somehow to make it go up more. But for now, this is true to the original design.
So, if it went straight up and you shot it off, then the bullet would come straight
No,
down.
it's a laser cannon, so.
It's a laser cannon, so it's
Yeah.
not going to fall down. Okay.
No, but actual tanks, I don't know about all tanks, but I've seen this in a game, so I'm sure some real tanks do it. But shooting straight up, well, you're going to shoot an airplane that's flying above you. An airplane flies over, you want to shoot it out of the sky, well, you shoot at it as it's flying over, dropping bombs on you. So.
Yeah, you can do that when it's not straight up. So
Well, yeah, you can, but you might want to, you know.
So you just
might,
have to move before
Yeah, you might
the-
follow it up, because the game that I saw, the turret was going from here, an arc like this. And it was shooting either direction. So you might actually want that in real life to shoot tanks. It would be advantageous for shooting air stuff.
Just move before your little rocket falls back down on top of you.
Yeah,
It doesn't
for
hit
your-
anything.
Yeah, not a rocket though, it's just a,
Whatever the bullet, missile, whatever they shoot.
yeah, I think so. I'm not sure what a tank round is called.
I don't know.
But it's some kind of projectile. But yeah, so this going more up could be good. But it does have good range of motion right now. Shoot a lot of stuff. Then, we've got another ladder here and another control panel. Remember, these are all independent from the main system of the tank that lets you drive it around and whatnot. And they're independent for reasons. So if something happened to the main system, they've still got like their own battery and power. So you could get inside of the cockpit and close the door and be safe. Because remember, this whole thing's like laser-proof or bulletproof. I mean, to an extent, you could shoot at it enough that it would just degrade and blow up. Same thing with up here. If you want to fix something up here and the rest of the system's down, you can do that. So this opens up, revealing a camera. The camera is what lets you see what this thing is looking at very easily on your screen in here. And it's, I don't know, just the camera in there. I'm not going to move it, but it is on a thing that lets you tilt it up. So as the turret tilts up, it will tilt up as well.
So is there never a guy who works in there?
Nope, that's not a space for a guy. That's just a camera.
Oh, so the camera can see what you're.
Yeah, a camera can see what you're looking at.
Is it the guy down here who has a screen camera so he can aim
That's-
and shoot from there?
That's one of them. So you can drive this thing and you can aim and shoot from the turret. Not ideal, but that's actually kind of sort of covered. Right now there's only one guy in here. But if we turn our attention now to the back, we have this section right here. This is what I need my flashlight for. There's another, remember, separate control panel. And this opens up a secret door. I mean, some people know about it, some don't. It's kind of secret because they don't tell anybody, but it's not like they're worried about keeping it secret. So then in there is a chair and a control panel. And I've updated it so that the chair swivels. That wasn't on the original design, but I decided to do that because getting a Lego figure in here wasn't working. But then if I keep that, I'm going to need to raise up this section here because the Lego guy will not fit with the chair being on the swivel in there, especially not if it's the guy in the front wearing the helmet. And so that is just a really, really safe space because, I mean, the rest of the tank is stronger than our futuristic bulletproof glass, which is also the reason why the top part is all green, is so that makes your camera can see as wide of an angle as possible and look out. But the rest of the tank, definitely more solid. So if you want to hide back there, you've got the full protection of the outer hull of the tank pretty much. I mean, the door's obviously a little bit thinner. But and you can actually, from there, you can see what the camera's looking at. And you can completely drive and steer the tank from back there if you want to. It is an easy way to drive and steer things.
So,
Jordan Oliver says this is dope. Yes, it is. It's supposed to be. It was something really cool I designed. And actually, the start of this was me being like, so, what if I take these roof tiles and I stack them up and make a slant? Because, I don't know, I like slants. Kind of like square shapes or rectangles. It's a rectangle, kind of. And it just looks cool, so I think, I don't know, trapezoids are kind of cool.
what if you had a guy in here steering, but you had somebody back there trying to
Which,
steer?
yes,
Then who wins? Which
I-
one overrides the other one?
don't know. Didn't think that far.
Okay.
Probably this one. But then, of course, you could go several... Oh, listen, I've got a patient, so we'll finish it. But that's pretty much it. But with that, you could go several levels deep and say that somebody could hack the back computer and make it be in control. Would like to make things flush and symmetrical back here as well. Although some of this back here I'm not sure how to do, because we're running into where we've got the pillars for the door on the back. But that's pretty much it for the Lego tank. And rotating this around so that you have access to the control panel up here could be done by the main computer. I don't know. Or, you know, maybe you could... I can see in desperate situations you grab a bunch of people and you manually turn it. And I don't know, that's pretty much it. If you guys... Oh, I forgot to mention here. On both control panels, the one in the back and the one in the front, there's red and green pieces there. Those are like red and green lights. They're just a basic indicator of good or bad. Things are all good to go, or nope, something's wrong. Kind of like error lights, basically. And yeah, that is the Lego tank that I have been building. Really cool, really exciting. And the other thing that I'm going to build, which I can't show you here because I don't have any pictures of it to pull up. But if you guys look back at the video where I dug up the files for this, it is, I will say the name now, it's called a US TURTS, T-U-R-T-S, which actually I recently Googled TURTS because I'm like, that's probably an acronym for something and I hope it's not bad. And it's weird. According to the internet, a TURT is when a girl or a woman looks like a turtle, like they have a turtle face. I'm not sure about that one. And some of the context that it was used in, I'm not gonna say, but and it's also kind of like, well, actually no, I can say it, but not the way that they said it. So essentially, it's like, "Aw, you had a date with a turd." Like, excuse me, what? It's like that would be like, "Oh, you had a date with a blonde." Like, why does it matter? I honestly have no idea. I'm not that up to date on internet culture, and in some ways, I'm kind of sort of glad because a lot of stuff just flies over my head. But I'm also a cautious person, so I don't end up using that stuff. Like, I don't really use an acronym or a made up word unless I kind of know that it's safe to use and I haven't taken something else here, you know. But yeah, anyways, the Lego tank. It's cool, it's exciting, it's fast, it shoots lasers. Really, really great. If we had something like this now, we would win so many battles. And yeah, I don't know, it hovers. It hovers kind of like an inch off the ground, hovers. I don't know, probably a similar system to how the Star Wars tanks hover, but I'm not trying to rip off Star Wars. But something definitely similar. There's no like, propulsion system or rockets beneath it. And it's just overall cool and neat. And I actually will show, let me take out the guy, because I'll show you the other two control panels that I used in there. So I put some antennas in there. Those are kind of like knobs for steering things. But there's that one with the dials on the top. And then on the bottom, there is one with the, I don't know, just some other control panel design. And the guy has to sit on the front of the seat a little bit. He can't fully sit in like a normal Lego guy would. That's just because of his tank. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys something. Let me go grab it. This is really fast. Okay, whoops. Oh, I hate it when I have to run off camera like that. We're back. 3 watching. Hey, so last thing. When I found this piece, I thought it was cool and exciting. I want you guys to tell me what that is. See if you guys know what that is. Give a guess here. Give a minute for somebody to comment if they want to, if they can. Oh, kind of rotate it a bit. Let me put some shade. See if shade helps. It's just that little piece right there. See if I can get it way close. See if you see it better that way. If it's going to even focus. Yeah, it's not focusing. What's the focal length? So, what is that? Not seeing any comments, so that's totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm actually going to come around to the back so I can actually see on my camera. See if I can get it to focus. There we go. There we go. That's really nice, crispy and clear. What is that? Do you know what that is? Yeah, so, ready? 12 minutes till Death Star in range. That's what I think it is. It could be another gauge or anything, but it looks so much like that that I can't see it really being much else. And that's only off of memory. I don't like specifically have that image in my head, but I have it good enough. So I'm pretty sure that's what that is. That was cool. I just found it randomly. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm definitely getting that piece in my stuff. So, yeah, now it lives in here with the rest of my Legos in this bin. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed digging through Legos. It was fun building. And I kind of sort of want to just, sit down and, I don't know, build who knows what with the rest of the Legos that I have, because that's what they're for, and see what I come up with. But I've got lots of other projects that I'm working on right now, and I don't know, I just feel like maybe I'm a bit too busy for that. But I'll find time. I'll find time where I can sit down with my Legos and just have some fun with them at some point. But right now it's on to projects and things and, backlog of the channel. I'm currently working on the singing video, so I don't know. That'll hopefully be out soon. I'm actually getting feedback on that. And yeah, anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in whatever's next.